Alright, and we are live. What's up, everybody? Monday, fun day. Stayed home from work today. Needed a personal day for some personal issues. So, wasn't a sick day. Just was better off that I stayed home today with my boys. So I did that. So, I've been cleaning, doing Mr. Mom stuff. About to go make some spaghetti and garlic bread tonight for dinner. Then we're off to football practice. Football has been super fun. I don't know if I shared this before, but I've enjoyed it a lot more than I have the years of baseball. This is my first year coaching football. Last year was my son Isaac's first year of 5th grade. Tackle football, and I was a terrible sideline parent. I tried my best to bite my tongue and not say what's going on out there, and just having a football knowledge and having a football background. I played 6 years of tackle football, and desperately wished I would have tried harder to make it to the next level, but I didn't know. I didn't really have any guidance. I didn't know how possible it would have been to make a Division II or III school and play football in college. But anyways, my son gets to play 8 years because it's 5th through high school. So now he's in 6th grade. I'm helping coach the Junior North Stars. We've had 2 scrimmages where we've scrimmaged a total of 5 teams. We're running the spread offense, which is really freaking awesome. It's two receivers split, one to each side, 2 slots, one to each side. Shotgun offense, and then the running back that we either run behind Lucy or Ricky, which is left or right. And we just can run so many simple plays out of it. It's simple, lots of passes also. So it's really fun to be part of a good coaching staff. Now we have, unfortunately, our team didn't grow players-wise. It's about the same or a few less, but our coaching staff got huge. We went from having 2 major coaches last year with like 2 helpers. And so basically they had like 3, sometimes 4 people there, but mainly just 2 coaches. Now we have like a staff of like 6 or 7. It's just awesome. Super good time. So anyways, today's photo night. And no, I'm not going to be sporting the V-neck. I'm just still in sort of mourning mode. But I want to get down here because I have a lot of cards to go through. And I'd like to be able to be ready to put those in binder sleeves tomorrow or after payday, and ultimately put them in a frame and get a nice collage put together. So yeah, this weekend was disappointing with Benson Henderson being stopped by Big Dan Mergliat, not Big Dan, Big John McCarthy. That was disappointing. Definitely was a good fight by Dos Anjos. I am a fan of his, but obviously Benson I'm a bigger fan of. So that was disappointing to see. Nice to see Jordan Mean win, and big time shout out to Killa B, Ben Saunders. It's not like a waterfall, it's just the washer. Coming up with a huge win and a sub and getting a nice bonus. I talked to him for maybe 5-10 minutes back in Tulsa. I exchanged direct messages with him on Twitter. Just a super stand-up dude. I watched his journey from after he got cut from the UFC and trying to get his autograph on my set card. Just connected with him and just been watching his journey ultimately back to the UFC. So I was really stoked to see that. Looking forward to seeing Benson fight again really soon. I just really like watching him fight. This week I got some cards out in Sacramento. Hopefully they get signed. Anything would be nice. I get some help from a buddy out there. One thing I noticed pulling out some cards I wanted to show off. I did not notice something was on the back of this card. I'll show you in a minute. I'll start off with the earlier returns I got the week before last. Really happy to get these back. Let me see if I can get a nice focus here using the iPad today. I got 5 of 5 or 6 of 5 because I offered him 2 cards to keep, but he didn't. So I got another one of my favorite fighters, a guy who's recently started following the Lord really closely. A nice passion for the gospel is Mark Hunt. So I got him to sign all the set cards I wanted. That's a cool card, knockout. Signed Super Samoan. And then I offered him one of these to keep, and he didn't keep it. So I think one of these is going over to Eric. And then the 2013 Finest. So super nice. I did send the marker. Unfortunately, you saw Trent's video. He got penned, so I think maybe he took care of Trent's TTM first. But this is what I did. I'd thrown some two cards in a penny sleeve, and this was the other one I sent. I didn't notice he wrote this on the back of this penny sleeve, but he did send me direct messages when I said, why don't you guys keep the cards. This one basically says, don't keep photos of myself. So that is super awesome. I just saw this like 2 minutes ago as I was taking the cards out of the return envelope. So this is super cool. I really like that. But I also have him on Twitter direct messaging, which is really nice. This one also came back. Nice to get this back. Jay Heron is now retired. He's doing a lot of stunt work. Still signed out of Extreme Couture. This, I think, is his only Topps card. Maybe he's got a really old one, but this was a 13 knockout. So to David and go hard. So yeah, don't mind if I do. I might. And then sent back a note on the back of my post-it saying, sorry for the delay. I have been super busy filming different projects. I appreciate your kind words. I'm blessed to have fans like yourself. Godspeed, JH, for Jay Haran. So awesome, awesome return. So here's a stack of TTMs and IP hookups that I want to get through. What up, Nolan? I got a little fat stack from you, my brother, right here in penny sleeves. Start off, I think this might be earliest to most recent, or latest to most recent. Finally got a Henzo Gracie. I've been waiting on this since December. He lost my return envelope, but sent it back on his own. This was sent care of a seminar, Matt Hamill, so nice to get that done. A 13 Finest. I think I needed this one again because I might have traded one away. The 09 Main Event in black. And then this is an extra. I think I'm hooking somebody up with this, so don't ask, it's already spoken for. This was a TTM, I think, on Friday when I was gone. Finally got a nice large autograph that's easy and nice to see from Jorge Santiago on the Moment of Truth. And then this was a new edition, the 13 Knockout. See how that gold pops. Super stoked. This was a nice return also from the champ, Cain Velasquez. Very nice that he signs his mail. Hold on, guys. I'll be right there. So, yep, it's 13 Bloodlines. An old Leaf MMA card. And a really old round 2. All to David. And then I sent along my son and him from 164 Inperson graphing. It did say to David, but I took that off with my Prisma blender pen. So now my son Isaac has Chael's son and his Cain Velasquez in-person signed photo. Dude, you better go get a shirt on. You're going to turn this into NC-17. Muscle man Joey. Look at this. Look at that chisel chest. Looks like you're ready to fight Chuck Liddell. You guys are both in there with no shirt. No, I'm not taking my shirt off. Rashad Evans on 11 Finest. This came back after being out for a while. Care of his management. Blue. Change up the marker to blue on 13 Knockout. And 13 Finest. I love getting Finest signed. What up, Joe White? I know you don't, but I do. John McDessie gave me his home address after 3 fails, care of TriStar. So that's the 14 Knockout. 13 Finest. 13 Finest Bedazzle Fractor. What's up, Joey? Who's having another sucker? Luke is having another sucker?
Yeah.
What a little sneak. This one was in beat silver, and he changed it up to the black, I think. And then a nice Moment of Truth upgrade. I have a different Moment of Truth that's in silver. Yeah. And check this return out. This one was really rad. Coming back from Brazil, I've gotten him before. Little Nogueira, or Little Nog as he goes by. Rogerio. And then these are 2 new editions. The 11 Finest. And then the 2011 Title Shot. But that's not it. Check out this. Sent a note. I think this is probably the clerk or the administrative assistant or secretary at their academy in Brazil. I think they penned the note and he signed it nicely in blue pen. But I took a shot. Those of you who know MMA know that there's little nog and big nog. I sent a card along asking that if Rodrigo was around, if he would sign my card also. And Muito Obrigado is like thank you a lot, and Hermeo, which I'm not saying it right, is brother. But they said at the bottom, Rodrigo signed. He's a tough autograph to get. So I'm glad I sent this along as a long shot without trying to be, you know, whatever. Using his brother to get his brother's autograph. I just sent it along, taking a shot, and it worked out. So nice to cross that one off the moment of truth set. Now, in case you guys didn't see my Tulsa in-person recap, I'm just going to flip through. Oh, man. I'm going to flip through. I say, oh, man, because I had taped this lid down with the tape I had marked my cards with. And forgot about that before I wanted to flip through these. So the only cards I did not get signed were these cards in Tulsa. Elliot Marshall ended up being there, but not when I was there. Efrain Escudero is usually with Benson Henderson, and he was not there. And then I had 2 cards for GSP, but I knew he wouldn't be there, but other people had sent me cards for GSP just in case he was there Tuesday. He wasn't, but he was there, obviously, for Francis Carmont in his corner on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever. But these are the cards I got done for myself. Camera's on the left. So I'll flip through these. All running with blue. What up, B-Mart? I'm in the blue, True Blue Club. I ran with blue on everything. So Mike Pyle, Carmont. He's the one who GSP corners. And here's Dos Anjos, who beat Benson Henderson. Dos Anjos. Jerome Max Holloway. Hawaiian dude, super nice, good Christian guy. Really like talking to him a lot. Even got a photo with him. And then my man Benson on the heart, numbered to 88. Octagon side, 2013 finest, or knockout. Leaf, and then 14 knockout. So really good additions there. And then I also had a 8x10 that got done up of the Tulsa fight card. I need to start rolling here. This is going to be a long video. Now, my man Nolan, you got to go check out my buddy. He's got a YouTube channel. He's on Twitter, so connect with us on Twitter. I am Twitter at DEEAKAY316, and Nolan is out there too. I'll put links below for Nolan's YouTube channel. I'm not going to take these out of the penny sleeves for time's sake, but he hooked me up with some in-person autographs from Bangor, Maine. One of the best ones is this in gold to David from Ross Pearson. 2 from Aaron Simpson. Easy for me to say. Aaron Simpson, A-Train. I was trying to say that way too fast. Josier Formiga, tough to get. Sent to him, T-Team in Brazil, never got it back. This was a nice addition. Kenny Florian said he had never seen this card. Said it was really cool. That was cool of him to say. Then, this nicely signed 12 Bloodlines. OSP, this thing is really awesome. He lost to Ryan Bader. Big Dan Mergliata, as mentioned previously on my comments about Benson Henderson. And then this is an extra available for anybody who might want it of Tom Watson. But you see how I marked my cards. That's why I had blue tape on that gem case. Nolan, you are the man. I appreciate all the care and all the effort, and it's super awesome collecting with you. I'm just looking down because I am reordering these cards so I can put them away. Man, it's nice to see all these nice cards. Lastly, Joe White, what up, my buddy? I got this today on Monday. He sent along a bunch of extras. We made a trade. I forgot what I'm sending you, Joe, but I think it's up here somewheres. Remind me if you see this. Send me a reply. Got a nice note from Joe. Joe is a UK buddy, online buddy, so there's my note from him. Notes are always cool. These are the trade items, and these are a bunch of extras he sent. There is a bunch of chrome and other WWE cards. So here's a little bundle of WWE cards he had gotten from Trent, and he had no use for them, so he sent them to me. Oh, here's the other ones that I lost track of. Junkyard Dog, rest in peace. I don't know. You want to live in peace before you rest in peace, but whatever. And who doesn't like Bob Backlund? I mean, look at this dude. Thumbs up, eh? Alright. And then I got some fodder stuff for TTM. I think I'll now push my luck and try to get that one signed. That is Big Nog. Punching Dave Herman. Alright, now for the ones that I traded for. Lastly, before I go up and turn into the chef. Traded for these two. Another one of my favorite fighters who is now retired and going to seminary to become a youth pastor or preacher or preacher. Jared the Messenger Hammond. I know I wanted to get a couple of these from Walkerbo. I still probably will pick up the ones that Walkerbo has, but Joe had stuff I wanted. I had stuff that Joe wanted.